Hello everyone, today I'm making a special video. So I was thinking, I've been making a lot of videos on the YouTube channel and I've been looking for subjects that you guys struggle with. But apparently none of them resonates really well. So I decided that if I had one video to make as a message to the world, and since there is, like 1/3 of the population is basically people under 20 years old, I thought that the message I was going to send to the world, so the message that I'm sending right now to the world, would be a message that I would have been really glad to have here when I was younger. So this is basically a message to my younger self, to who I was back in the days. So hello there. You're probably wondering why you should even bother listening to this message. You have a lot of going on, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of questioning. Why, how, when, with whom. And you probably still think that life is pretty difficult, pretty complex. Life is not easy. Life is not simple. And I just want to say straight away that this is a lie. And that at the end of the day, everything's going to be okay. That if you stay in this track, you will find the truth. You will find the key that you were looking for. And the key is that we become what we think about. This is the thing that you're going to look for basically your whole life. And you're going to, you were pretty lucky because you found it fairly quickly. So, first of all, I want to talk to you about women. I know you like women and you have problems with them because you get rejected a lot. And the reason why you get rejected is because you care more about what people think from you, and you do not realize that whatever you think, that's your attitude. So you have, I know you have this women that you really like, and if you really want to end up with this woman, I want you to accept that you already are with this woman, even though your senses deny it, even though you're listening to this and you say, bro, you don't understand. She doesn't look at me, she doesn't notice me. And the reason why she doesn't notice you is because you're thinking that way. So since we become what we think about, you will learn this later in life. You have to understand that whatever you're thinking, you will become. So if you want to become the person that ends up with this woman, you already have to think that you are with this woman. And then let the universe decide the how and when, because you don't have any control over this. That's the first thing. Someone's going to die. Someone's really close. And once this person will die, you will have two opportunities. You will have the opportunity where you completely go fucking crazy, which is the one I took. And I would highly recommend to not take it. And I use this opportunity that you will have to be the best version of yourself. You'll have a lot of anger, you have a lot of frustrations, and I want you to accept this anger, this hate, this frustration towards the world. As long as you don't accept that you have this, you will never get free of it. So accept that sometimes, not sometimes, everything that happened in your life, you planted a seed. If you remember really well what you were thinking about before that person died, That's the result of your thinking, of what you imagined. So I would say, be careful with what you imagine, because whatever you imagine, there is a big chance it's going to happen, especially when you imagine something and then you accept it. So be careful what you imagine. But with this information, know what you want. I know that when you're watching this, you don't know what you want. So, as a first step, keep repeating in your minds, I know what I want. Don't ask any question, just do it. Doesn't make any sense. Even if you believe it doesn't work, it will still work. So just repeat in your mind, I know what I want. And then at some times you will know what you want. And once you know what you want, you take a piece of paper, even though people say it's ridiculous, it's childish. Yes, it is. That's why it works. And you write on this piece of paper what you want. And then I want you to watch this list as many times a day as possible. And I want you to imagine that you already have this. I want you to imagine how it would feel to have this and to actually feel it. So you look at the list and you say, imagine now I would have all of the things of the list. And just accept it. And that's it. Life is pretty simple. Accept that you already have it. The moment you will, go back and check if it's already here, it means you didn't really accept that you already have it, and that's okay. Just repeat the process. Repetition is key. You are disciplined, even though you don't have the behavior of it when you're watching this video. And if you want to be disciplined, keep repeating to yourself that you are disciplined, and at some point you'll end up being disciplined. It's really easy and it works like crazy. Keep sharing love, keep being respectful. I know you already are respectful because your mom teach you well, or mom teaches well. So be respectful. This will be your greatest gift. Be loving. You have a lot of love. Don't care about what people say. You should not share love with everyone because then you will hurt. No, share love. Tomorrow you might not be here, so share love. And remember, the secret lies in your feeling. It's good because you already know that you're responsible for your results. So you, by definition, you don't have the victim mentality, but you're not good enough at it. It means that, so the message I want to tell you is, your feeling is always here. It's always here. You always feel something. And I want you to be aware of what you feel, because it's a perfect reflection of what results you will get instantly or in the really short term. So you will have opportunities to feel really bad, and this will fuck your health up. So accept, when you feel bad, accept it. Accept that you're feeling bad, and then you will create some space and you will be able to imagine how you would feel if your life was perfect. And then you're going into the right direction. So read the book from Neville Goddard, The Feeling is a Secret. You will read this more than 500 times. And read it again and again and again until you fully understand what the fuck this guy is saying. Also listen to the tape where Neville Goddard tells about his friend Abdullah. Everything is in there. And to control your emotion, you have to control your inner talking. So talk to yourself, but only from the point where you already have your list of goals. So you take your list of goals, you imagine how you would, imagine that you already achieved all of those goals, and then imagine what you would think, how would you talk to yourself, to people, and keep talking like this. And then you'll see everything will fall into place. Everything will be right. And remember that if you are not at your peak, you cannot support people truly. You gotta be, you gotta know exactly who you are before you can help and support people who are coming to you and ask for support. Don't go to people to give them support. Fuck. People are perfect already. And you gotta believe in them before they believe in themselves. So when you meet someone, you are talking to the best version that they possibly could be, even though they do not believe in it, and even though they show a bad attitude that doesn't reflect with this idea. It's okay. Don't get fooled by your senses, by what you see, by what you smell, by what you touch, by what you hear. Don't get fooled by them. It's a limited perspective. And it just reaffirms a perspective. If it's a perspective, that you like, then you will use this as a confirmation of what you're seeing and what your belief is. But if this is not a perspective you like, just accept that you're getting fooled by your senses. And then the answer will come the moment you accept it, that it's already done. And that's about it. I think the biggest points have been cleared out. Oh yeah, and be faithful. Be faithful to your feeling. So when you write your list of goals, accept that it already happened in your imagination. And then the trap you will fall in a lot is you are not faithful to this idea. You will accept this idea, and then you will get frustrated that you don't have it, but that doesn't, gotta be faithful to the idea of you already having those things. And with the combination of those two things, assuming that you already have your list of goals, and being faithful that you already have your list of goals, being faithful to the feeling of accomplishment, you will have everything really quickly. Your health, your body, your relationships, especially with women, money-wise, house-wise, your car, etc. Your passion, your accomplishments in sports. So, yep. I know it's okay for you now. It's gonna get tough in a few years, and this will be your greatest opportunity to grow as a human being, to find who you truly are, and you will realize that you're just the observer of your thoughts and emotions, and that you have the power to decide what you're watching, what you're observing, and depending on what you observe, results will manifest in the physical world. Your greatest realization as a human being is going to control your ideas and feelings, because we become what we think about, and more importantly, we are how we feel. That's it. You're probably still watching this video because you're intrigued, and I know you're going to rewatch this video until you get it, like you needed to watch The Strangest Secret from Earl Nightingale 100 times to actually get it. That the key is that we become what we think about. You will be washing the dishes and you will hear it just one more time. Already gave up, and it's going to hit you. Wow. We become what we think about. Yes, we do. Alright. Thank you, bro. And see you in a few years. Bye bye.